Good morning!
Good morning.
Welcome to your morning.
I don't understand. It's really bizarre. You do it on purpose? Like
No,
trying to
I
not...
blank out. I'm like, sometimes I get a little nervous. I don't know. All right, let me just freaking say
So everybody, good morning.
Welcome to your cup of local news. What's happening in real world mess?
Is everything on the screen properly going right now to make sure we can rock and roll? You
Yes.
check from your device because we're gonna start in with some funny stuff, and I want to make sure that we don't have to repeat it and that nobody misses all of the craziness. It looks
we
like
we are
on. So I'm gonna turn this down. It has been a morning. Something the good Lord told me that I need to set up all of the things in the Creative Casita early. And I had the chance to do that. So as I was about to walk out the house and take out the trash, I opened up the trash lid, and I looked down there, and staring up at me like this, like, oh, ah, was a raccoon. The guy staring at me.
Two.
No, I just saw one. You haven't seen the whole video. There's a little raccoon face staring up at me. So I go, oh! I didn't squeak. I didn't squeal like it could have been.
Listen, he screamed like a little baby.
I did go, no, this is literally, I went, oh! Right? So that's what I do. And I slammed the trash shut. Alright? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I say, kids, you gotta check this out. So I get my stinkers and I say, go to the back porch and watch this as I,
Oh my God.
So I pull the trash can out and I open it expecting for our friend, Ricky Raccoon to fly away. But nope, he sits there.
To fly away?
Fly away, you know what I mean? To run away, scamper away. And nothing happens. It's a complete dud, right? So then I was like, okay, let me come up with a game plan here. How to get this guy. Maybe he's scared. I don't know. So I go set up the hose and I bring the hose onto the deck and I make sure I can see him. He's still looking up at me like this.
You tried to drown him?
I didn't try to drown him. No, I'm going to post the video later. But I gave him a quick little jet. This beats, you know what I'm saying? Totally not even like trying to be mean about it. Like I'm not a mean person. I'm really not. I don't even know why your face is like that. I wasn't mean. Like I was trying to get him to run. Like
you
I was
tried to flood his trash can.
So I gave him a quick jet squirt. And he just kind of went like this and didn't move. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's not going to move.
He is a thug. He is a forest thug, okay? Ain't no little sweet, like, come on.
Couldn't have cared less. So I'm talking to him like, yo, my guy, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Hey, yo.
Literally, I'm talking to this guy, and he's looking at me, and he looks kind of sad, too. I'm looking at him, he's like he looks kind of sad.
He's like, listen, I'm trying to poop. You got good food. Like, I can't move up out of here just yet.
Yeah, so I'm confused and now I don't know what to do. I'm not going to shoot the raccoon. Like, I'm not that kind of a person. It's not trying to attack me. I just want homie to go home, get out of my trash can.
He is home.
Literally. So I'm trying to clean up my trash can. That's all I want to do is get out. So
that's his trash can.
So now I'm coming up with the second plan, and I see him kind of crawling up sort of halfway up the can, but he's not leaving. So I take a second look and I say, oh my gosh, there are 2 raccoons in this can. And one of them looked dead. So now I'm like, oh, I feel extra bad because listen, I'm not trying to if you were in mourning right now about your homie who ate some bad food and passed out, died of heat exhaustion in the trash can, I'm not trying to add insult to injury, but y'all got to go.
He said nothing but that to keep me from it.
So I'm like, now I don't want to be cruel to this raccoon because he's trying to I don't know if it's a male or female, but I assume all raccoons are men, right? Right. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Nothing moves. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to open the can, hope they leave, take my kids to where they got to go. And I tell everybody, I tell my parents, or my mom or my dad actually, that the raccoons have taken over, called my wife, said, what should we do? Come back home, and my dad is at the house.
So let me stop you right there. Because Jay called me and is like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes. So I'm on my way, and he's like, okay, well, you want to hear something? And I'm like, what? And he's like, so there are raccoons and this has been a recurring theme for Jay.
But now I got video of these two stinkers. So go ahead.
This raccoon battle, okay? And so I'm like, he's like, I got the raccoons. They're still in the trash can, and I'm like, what? Wait, they're still in the trash can?
They're sitting there.
And he's like, yeah. And I tried to talk to him. I was like, okay, do you have crackers? Do you have peanut butter? Maybe lure them out. He's like, no, I don't know, but I gotta call my dad. And I'm like, all right.
Because my dad is calling me paranoid that I'm stupid enough. This is how my dad thinks of me. I'm joking, but not joking. He thinks I'm an idiot. Like I'm going to walk over to the can and try and say, oh, hey, little raccoon, come on out. Like, and get bit. Like, I know not to mess with wildlife.
We all know you're not that warm and cuddly.
I was like, please. Like, but I'm being kind. Like, I'm not warm and cuddly, but I'm not cruel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not stupid.
So I get here, and his dad pulls up the exact same time as me.
Right.
And I'm like, hi. And his dad looks pissed. Okay.
As he always does.
So I go in the house, I'm like, your dad out here. He was like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there like, so this wasn't a thing. Like, you ain't know he was coming over. He goes out back, and his dad is walking out back, goes straight to the back. And Jay is like, Dad, I'm good. Go home. I'm okay. You don't have to be here. And his dad is like, no, we got...
He's telling me to move out the way. Like, my dad is still with it, you know what I'm saying? But he's 70. Like, he has no business trying to, shovel things and do all the things. So he tries to move me out of the way. I'm perfectly healthy. And I'm like, Dad, can you please? So he starts to walk away with his slow, angry shuffle going back up the driveway.
No, and
I'm like, he's leaving, but go ahead.
Jay's like, Dad, I'm going to tip it over and let them run out. And he goes, with what? With what? And Jay was like, hold on, and then he brings a shovel out, and his dad's starting to walk away, and he's like, do you want to see me do it? Do you want to see me do it, Dad? And he's watching, he tips it over.
With the shovel. I got a shovel.
Right. He
knocked it over.
The raccoon runs
No. I tipped it over and nothing happened for a couple of seconds.
For a minute.
It's quiet. It's still.
And then I was like, I saw his little nose come out, and I'm like, oh, Jay, look.
And then you see a little fat green lump just run out to the back of the woods.
Like
looked like a groundhog basically, but it was a raccoon.
So then his dad comes around and is like, well, damn, that's why.
He starts yelling at me because it's my fault for not properly securing the trash can. He's like, all of the expletives is angry at me.
Oh, yes. And then goes to his trunk.
And I'm thinking he's about to get a shotgun.
Comes back with a bottle of Clorox cleaning bleach.
So let's address that. Like, that is a generational thing. Because nobody under the age of 40 would have Clorox in the back, in the trunk. The man is prepared. You understand?
Let me tell you, the way he came, and mind you, there's trash in the trash can, and his dad comes out and just like...
moves me out of the way.
And Jay is like, Dad, and he was like, back up. Like, I really thought Jay was about to get his butt whooped. Like, I was ready just to watch the beating. I was so ready. I was waiting for him to take his belt off.
Yeah.
I had to walk inside because I was getting scared. Like, secondhand, like, punishment. So I was like, let me go inside and call my dad real quick.
Like, when the sibling is like, whip, guess I lost this one. I'm just going to disappear.
I saw his dad say, back up. And I was like,
guess I'm going to go back inside and shut my mouth. And I'm like, Dad. But, so.
Raccoon is gone.
And
Jay is safe. He has all his fingers and toes.
So there has been quite a morning before this show started that, we wanted to tell you all about because it was funny. So anything that I say this morning that is off, and if I seem blanked and fried, that's why. I've been dealing with the raccoon saga for quite some time before we came back to the casita and got squared away. Yeah. Nadj, I'll let you take over the rest of the show because I have nothing and the thing just went away. Did someone call you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, let's get this back up. Keep talking.
It's still working.
Okay, good.
Alright, so who do we have flowers for this morning? So, shout out, or flowers to, if you don't follow her, do you know her photography page?
Who?
Shannon Woodall.
Oh no, I don't know her photography page.
So Shannon Woodall, if you go on her page, she'll have a post with her photography page. So she was a part of Art Loop last week at the Chris White Gallery, and it was her, Casimir Cade, and Madeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, but she wasn't there, and her absence was definitely noticeable. And over the last day or so, she posted on Facebook that she removed her artwork because she didn't feel that it was getting the
respect that
it deserved. And I applaud her, number one, for standing up. Number two, for mentioning that this is something that other artists have, talked to her in confidence about. And three, posting about it. Like, a lot of people have grievances around the city, whether it's with art, music, businesses, whatever, but they don't really speak out. So the fact that she was brave enough, especially being the type of person that she is,
she does not like the limelight.
She does not. But the fact that she did this, I applaud her for that, and I want to thank her, because when you take a step forward to make things better for the people next to you and around you, you make it easier for them, In
addition to that, I want you to go to her page and see the post and see how you speak for yourself and your others with class and without causing drama just for the sake of it. She spoke out on her own behalf, as any person or certainly artist should, and she spoke out for other artists. She kept it classy, though. She got to the point. There was no he said, she said. She was very matter of fact, and that's how you do things.
Yes.
I'll leave it at that, because it could have been a very different approach to try and get the same result, and I'm not sure what's going to come of it.
Right.
But I guarantee you that her approach was the best way to do it. Right. So shout out to her on several levels.
Flowers.
For all of that.
We gotta really.
I gotta remember
retrain our
myself.
brain.
Yeah, it's bad.
Good morning, Martinique. Are you home yet? So Martinique is she always watches. I love her. Her daughter's name is Journey.
Nice.
And when Journey first went to daycare, her daughter was in the same exact daycare.
That's wild.
And Journey was like, "Oh, that's my sister."
That's cool. I love
that. I love you, and I miss you. I hope everybody's good. And if you're home, let me know. I would love to get drinks. I want to give flowers to the Raccoons that paid Jay a visit. Thank you for not attacking him, because we wouldn't have a show this morning if you did. And I hope that if you come back, Jay has enough trash for you.
Hold on now. Let me explain something to you Raccoons out there. Let me explain.
Let me tell you, Raccoons, something.
I played nice today because I'm a kind and gentle man. I understand that humans are supposed to be the stewards of the earth, and I was peaceful. F around and find out. You know, half the reason that I stay strapped
is for Raccoons. No.
Listen.
That's terrible.
So,
PETA, we don't
listen, as long as you don't try to attack me or the babies,
that's
we
what
all good.
Flowers to them.
But don't
stop coming back.
Don't get pushy, don't get aggressive, don't think you gotta win. Like, I set you free nice. You know what I'm saying? Play nice, my guy. Talk to me nice, my guy. Alright?
And last but not least, Delaware Art Society. So the Art Loop, it was at different locations. There was one at the Delaware Contemporary. There was one at the Chris White Art Gallery. And I also went to one at Deco. And there were a lot of artists, whether clothes, paintings, jewelry. There were also musical artists.
A whole bunch of nothing to do.
Right, exactly. There's nothing to do in Delaware.
Nothing.
So I just wanted to say flowers to them, because I know that the Delaware Art Society is constantly advocating for artists and making sure that they have a platform. So yeah, just wanted to give them flowers. What's not going on this weekend? So tonight, actually at 6 p.m. at Tilton Park, you're going to have House in the Park 302 with Darnell Miller starting at 6. I want to go so bad. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going to be possible.
At what time?
6.
Okay.
But if you have not seen Darnell Miller, Nikki Blue, and the Soul Dares, let me tell you something. Like I told y'all from the other weekend when we went to the house, the Pajama Jam, this is your night. This is your time, baby. Go out. And it's free 99. Go out and have a good time. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Darnell knows how to put on a show. Then we have the Dirty Popcorn Film Festival this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. at the Delaware Art Museum. It is sold out, I believe.
Sorry.
You have the RGB flag raising Saturday at 1 p.m. at Peter Spencer Plaza.
Fill it up, pack it up.
Yes. They're also going to be honoring someone, so definitely go out to make sure you're there to give your flowers. The Orisha Soul film screening at 1 p.m. on Sunday at the Delaware Art Museum. The Soko Night Art Market at the Rock Lot from 7 to 9:30 p.m. We love you, Soul Firm. That's and then we have Peace Through Music at the Riverfront Hair Pavilion at 5:05 p.m. Sunday, where Jay and I will be performing. Darnell and Nikki Blue will be performing. Shout out to Sharon Sable for having us.
Listen, hold on. While I want to go back on that. So I just need you all to understand, like, this is okay. Obviously, it's not about me. Okay, so you can put me at the bottom of the totem pole, you know, for musicianship or whatever, however you want. I'm not concerned about that. But I'm going to read you what you could see on Sunday in Wilmington. If you're bored and have nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to do in Wilmington. Leave my name out of it completely. Number one, Darnell Miller and Nikki Blue. You can see a whole set of music for them for free on Sunday. After that, Kelly Vale and Nick Bucci. Okay? Like, for you instrumentalists, Nick Bucci is a complete master of his instrument. He makes his own guitars that, you know, local guys know about. He's a, like absolute master of his craft. Nadj Nicole.
Who did?
Like, you get free, for free. Nadj Nicole will be there. And one of my favorite voices around here, Shay Ron, and her absolute master of a husband on the guitar,
yes.
Q.
If you don't know who Shay Ron is,
Sharon Sable.
Sharon Sable.
Her voice sounds like Sable, baby.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It is smooth. It is even. It's soothing. Yes. Like, all for free, quietly on one bill on Sunday.
At the riverfront.
At the riverfront. Oh. What more do you want?
Bring the kids, bring a snack, bring your ears. Like,
there's free water ice. Not water, it's not free, but there's water ice for sale. And, you know, that's here for you. I can't, like, all of that in one place. So, yeah, go ahead.
And also, Randall Law is having an event.
Yes.
For the cool kids.
I'm sporting one of his shirts. I want you guys, can I kind of get up in there so you can see? Make sure I turn the right way. Get to the camera. See right there? That's the shirt right there, you know? And so he's giving away 100 pairs of shoes to young people.
Can you get me a pair?
No. He's giving away 100 pair of shoes, and I forget what school it's at. I don't have the flyer in front of me. But just, I'm going to, give him flowers,
we'll
honestly.
Share it on the page.
Yeah, I think the event might be sold out because I was trying to actually register myself because you invited me, and I couldn't. So either way, it's going to be packed. But I just, we should give him flowers for, doing what I always talk about, which is using whatever your platform or gift is, whatever your business is, to do more than just feed yourself, help others. So he's giving shoes to kids. And they're dope shoes, so I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yes, they are. All his stuff is dope. He's got a Letterman jacket.
Yep.
I want that jacket in pink. Pink and white with the logo.
I can dig it.
Randall! We need the pink! All right. What's going on?
A lot.
In Delaware.
Well, I don't know specifically in Delaware now.
Okay, so we got some firefighters.
Yes,
that's going out west. We got some superheroes, y'all.
Yeah, my goddaughter's father, my close, one of my brothers from Morehouse, he's a fireman down in Atlanta, and I just have a soft spot for certain occupations. And I saw in the newspaper, or actually on WDEL, that 20 firefighters from here, wildlife firefighters, are going out west to help fight some of those, huge wildfires. And I just want to wish them health and safety, and thank you for helping to keep our planet, our Earth livable. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you. Yeah.
I would like to actually, maybe we can do something where we get letters sent to them.
Sure.
Like, I know it seems kind of old school, maybe even emails, but if we could, if anybody knows like where they're gonna be, like they're from downstate.
I'm not sure if they're all from downstate, but they're all, from Delaware, and they're all, I guess when I was reading about it, there's like some sort of understanding that, like, if you want to be like with the, if you want to be like on the hardest core end of firefighting, That's it. So they'll
Okay.
be out there felling trees and, trying to basically stop the fire from spreading. And that's it.
So if someone's listening who knows how to get in contact with, I guess, their coordinator, like the person who coordinates getting them all sent out, maybe we can get some artwork or some letters or something, emails sent to them just to say, hey, we love you, Delaware's rallying behind you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I love that. I understand that the bag ban, the plastic bag ban, has affected so many, because I had a conversation with a woman the other night that, a lot of stores didn't properly prepare. Like, you selling them or you don't have any at all or whatever. But please, I need y'all not to be stealing the shopping baskets. The plastic store-owned shopping baskets. Like, there is a cart in the field behind my house from Home Depot. I don't know what kind of desperation.
And all of the, I know that other cultures probably do this too, and I'm not saying this is just an African American thing, but everybody knows who's black knows that black people will store some plastic bags underneath of the sink.
Oh, Hispanics and blacks.
So if you go to any black person's house, I guarantee you there's an abundance of plastic bags. So I don't even know what the problem is, quite frankly.
And the containers from butter and jars. Okay, so you can't sit here and tell me that it's that hard out here that your asses is out here stealing.
You want to talk about an entitled first world problem?
That is so ghetto. That's some negativity right there.
That's class A negativity. Absolutely. We haven't been using that verbiage a lot, but we want to keep introducing that into the lexicon so you start to remember negativity. That's some serious negativity right there.
So Delaware has a problem currently with people stealing that. I want to know the thought process when you go into the Target or the Giant or the ShopRite. What does it say? What do you think of when you like, all right, got my bananas, I got my paper towels, I got my cat food. Let me go and steal this basket real quick.
Well, just keep it moving. Like, oh well, I think it's probably like, I have my basket, I don't have what I need. Oh well, I'm just going to keep on walking.
When you get to the cashier, you put the basket, you empty your basket out, and you put it under. So what
it's
are
like
you doing?
I feel like you get to the point where you realize that you're beat, and you just keep it, and you just reload it and you walk on out.
Imagine going to the market and watching someone try to run out with the basket.
Well, you're not going to say anything.
And security is like, ma'am!
Or they don't even pay attention because the cashier is not trying to be security. They're just going to be like, oh well. Yeah.
And then how do you explain that when you got company coming over and there is a ShopRite, a Marshalls, and a freaking...
I mean, you offered to loan it out. You need a bag, baby. You need a basket, baby. I got a couple over there.
I got a basket for you, honey. You need something. I got the plug.
Yep. Somebody's house has a small stack of red baskets.
Of all the things that people could be stealing. Get it together.
It's kind of great, though. But yeah.
Okay, so we saw that Brittany Griner was convicted and sentenced to 9 years for her hash oil.
My understanding, just before we even go past that, is, and I she was home, and it sucks and it's absurd.
Yeah.
But I think that a part of my understanding is that in order for us to ultimately make whatever trade we're going to make with Russia in terms of a prisoner swap, the person has to be convicted first. So you could look at it as like the first step in her coming home. We won't know that until she's actually here on, American soil again. But I just want to put that out there for anyone who is like, how, if they're upset about it. And I'll let you take it from there.
I feel bad. I feel like there could be worse things, Yeah. So I don't know. I hope that the president and whoever the powers that be can make
The problem that I have, and I really am not as educated on this specific thing as I should, but the two pieces that I keep hearing that kind of resonate with me specifically about this are people are upset, justifiably, that like, well, how come we're giving her so much attention when there are a lot of just normal people who are doing more time for who are doing more time in America, also for the same thing. And I get that frustration, but what I don't get is why it has to be one or the other.
There's a cause and support behind every movement. Like if we lived by that standard, we wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah.
So everybody is going to pick and choose what they want to put effort behind, and it just so happens that she is getting the support, up under her, and that's what it is. And if you have a problem with that, then you go find someone that is dealing with an injustice in the system that you can support.
The other part that does concern me, is my understanding right now, is that part of the swap, basically Russia is going to get back someone who was an arms dealer, and to even begin to make that equivalent to someone who got busted for having a little bit of hash, or versus someone who is illegally selling firearms, overseas, doesn't add up to me. Now, I'm not trying to throw any smoke or any shade on getting Brittany back home, but that's an odd swap to me, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. When you said someone who's an arms dealer, I just immediately thought.
He welcomes you to the gun show.
I thought someone was literally selling people's arms, and my arm started itching a little bit. What if that was a thing? Like, I mean, I'm sure it is. It's like a black market organ thing. Is an arm an organ?
No, I think they sell more than black arms. They probably sell brown arms and all kinds of arms. It's not just the black market for arms. There's a white market for arms.
What do you say when you go to buy an organ? Like, I'm interested in a kid.
Well, I want a Hammond B3 organ.
You ruined my You ruined my funny. I'm sorry. It's been a morning.
I told you it's gonna be rough on
Okay. We talked about last week Kelis's rant on Beyonce.
Yes.
So after the show, more stuff came out. So let me break down what was in my mind.
Sure.
So the song was taken, the what do you call it?
Sample?
The sample was taken down. The credit for Kelis was taken down. So on the track prior to, or like on the credits prior to Beyonce taking everything down, it listed Kelis as an associated performer. I didn't get to see the actual splits on the what do you call it? ASCAP, which would say who actually gets credit for writing on the song, like who would get money. So there was a post that had talked about Beyonce gave credit to Kelis. So by her complaining, she's now losing money because her having credit on the song would get money.
Did Kelis know that she was getting the credit, or she just didn't have any idea what the situation was?
So she had no idea. I think she was notified a few days prior, and then when the song came out, like she knew what it was, and she was mad about that. But she didn't
know she was getting credits at that point in time?
So that's the thing. People are confusing credits with like
getting credit.
Credit and credit. So there is credit as in
money.
Someone is singing on the song. It's really layered, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Writing music and being credited on music is very layered. So she was listed on the song, but when it's almost like when you buy a house. Mm-hmm. And you put your name, you and your spouse's name, you and Lisa are on the electric bill. Mm-hmm. But the person who owns the home, say for instance, the person who owns the home is just Jay. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's going to see that on the ownership of the home. But because they see your name and her name on the electric bill, everybody assumes that she must own the home too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with music. She was listed as an associate performer on the credits on the album artwork, but in the actual documentation, I don't know, because I wasn't able to get into ASCAP because I don't have ASCAP, and that would have been a little extra for me to go and research this, but I was trying to understand.
The message, the two things that I want to communicate just from my end are, number one, read your contract as a musician. And as any human being, like, read the contract, and if you can't read and understand it, get yourself a lawyer. Secondly, we sort of jumped the gun, if you will, from our end last week because we didn't know everything, but I just want to be clear. When we're talking about things like this, generally, this is just us having fun and being, ratchet to an extent. Yes, there are some lessons to be learned, but we're just having fun with this stuff. Let's be clear about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I wanted to know because
absolutely.
I wanted to know, was Kelis actually going to make money from the song?
I think she was.
I don't know.
Okay,
so that's the thing. That's what I was trying to find out.
Yeah,
but that would also take more time out of my day that I wasn't going to dedicate.
No, because it's not that serious.
It's not.
No.
So here's my thing. If yes, she was actually credited on the fundamental paperwork of Beyonce's song, and she would have gotten paid, then that's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the other hand, if she wasn't and she just wanted her stuff removed because Beyonce didn't call her, it is what it is. At the end of the day, be careful who you bash. Be careful what you do with your personal paperwork. And if you're not getting a lawyer to read through your contracts, you're it's stuck.
Also, stay independent and own your masters. I'm broke. I'm just saying, though. Either way.
There you go.
Can I make a quick switch of plans that I forgot to do at the beginning? I want to give flowers, actually, to my niece, my wife's niece. Katie. We have here in the Creative Casita a charcoal painting by my niece Katie, and what you see here is a coffee mug and a little couple of cookies and a little biscotti, whatever you want to call it, and some books, because that's what she does. So sip a little, you know what I'm saying, and be all intellectual. And she gave us some art. So thank you, Katie. I want to make sure that you see this.
Katie.
And also, any other artists, we're not trying to get free stuff. But if you would like to have your art on display in the casita, we would love to have it and shout you out and talk all the good things about you, because part of, a huge part of what we do is supposed to be shouting out anything going on in our, wonderful home state.
Yes. Yeah. And Lisa, I want to thank you, because every episode, Lisa gets on here and tags people who we talk about. I love you, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Kardashian curse.
Is it a curse?
Yes.
Okay.
Every man that them women touch.
Well, what's wrong with him now?
He's apparently in trauma therapy.
No.
Pete Davis.
No.
Pete Davis is apparently
I didn't see
in
that
trauma
part.
therapy.
Are you serious?
Yep. Because of the trolling, the internet trolling, and stalking, and
I gotta tell you what.
The Kardashian curse.
Now, I will say that obviously I have never met a Kardashian or any. I haven't had any close contact long term.
I don't know if you'll be able to recognize that that's them.
So, for all I know, they might be just like Medusa. When you connect eyes, all of a sudden.
No, Medusa was black. No.
Listen, you get the point. I don't care if Medusa was Chinese. So, I don't care if maybe they're like that, like Medusa. You walk up and you get eye contact and you're just frozen and can't function.
You lose your mind.
Maybe that's the situation.
It's the get out effect.
So maybe if I met Kim, she would put me under that spell, and I am just totally ignorant about what they really are putting down in the atmosphere when you meet them face to face. However, objectively speaking, at this point in my brain, it doesn't make any sense why anyone would risk involving themselves in a serious relationship with them. I'm sure they're nice people in their own way. Whatever, I don't know them. But there's a track record here. So, curse or no curse, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you go down that route? There's so much stuff that, it's fun to watch from far, but the idea of see how this goes.
It's money. It's money.
You might as well play Russian roulette as far as I'm concerned.
Lose their mind.
Yeah, I guess. But he's got money. But anyway.
Not Kardashian money.
But he got money.
But it's not just the money. It's the notoriety.
Yeah, I don't get that.
The publicity is that. when they get up against that.
The only reason I'll give him credit is he 30 yet?
I have no idea.
He's still a young boy. You know what I'm saying? He don't have any kids.
I tell you, he looked way older.
He was like being president. You know how the president 4
he
years
looked
later.
grief-stricken. You poor thing. Get that therapy.
I mean, who knows
and
what
run.
he
run.
Probably thought he was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the videos that Yeezy was putting out, it was like,
oh my god.
So you know, maybe someone will learn and be like, hands off. It's not worth it. There's too many other fish in the sea. It's not worth it. I'll leave it at that.
Sad. You put Trump raid?
Yeah, they raided Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
His home, his main space. So I'm not going to go into it because I don't really like. You already should know. I'm not knocking you, but like, listen, the FBI. This is unprecedented. The FBI raided Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. They were looking for documents and for all kinds of reasons. So, you know, I just find it. Politics aside, like if you lean conservative, fine. If you're conservative hardcore, if you believe in small government, whatever your beliefs are, cool. Be as conservative as you want to. Be the hardest, biggest rally member for the GOP. But the idea that you can be like keep arguing that this dude isn't a complete criminal is absurd. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to spend any more time on that dude because he already gets too much attention. But they raided him. And this is for a reason. That's not to say that he's guilty, but eventually, smoke, guys. There's so much smoke. Come on. And we all know how cover-ups can work. And I'm not going down the conspiracy route, but there are factual things that we've all seen. Like, guys. I'll leave it at that.
Actual factuals.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There was a post on Facebook that I found to be completely hilarious.
I think I know where we're going.
And I tagged Jay and I was like, we gotta talk about this on the show. The post read, this was for men. What?
Can we just explore this for the rest of the show unless there's something else pertinent?
No.
Okay.
We got Florida Man.
Okay, but I would like to focus around this.
We got this and then Florida Man.
This is perfect. Continue.
So, the post said, for men, if you were a woman for 24 hours, what would you do? The comments were hysterical. Mm-hmm. Okay, of course you got the boob stuff. But then you had a lot of, and I didn't know if I wanted to be offended or if I would be like, yo, I would, if I'm me and I would do that.
Yeah.
Like, there were a couple things that was like, go grocery shopping and then order a pizza after I literally just filled my fridge and then go get a bottle of wine and sit on the couch.
That's funny.
And I was like, me.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
The first time I saw an iteration of this question, it actually was the opposite. If you were a girl and could be a guy, was the flip side of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the first time I heard about it, and I think it's really funny. I need some clarity.
Okay.
So, is this basically a situation where I'm the exact same person, personality-wise, but all of a sudden I wake up and I have all the parts, or do I also sort of take on traditional female traits? Because that's going to dictate a lot of what I do. Because if it's this brain who wakes up tomorrow with
it's
female
be
parts,
your brain.
So,
but you are a woman.
So
now wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Here are the rules. Because
okay.
I know you.
Okay.
Here are the rules.
Okay.
Nothing sexual.
Well, how can it not be sexual? That's the whole point.
I said what I said.
Oh no, then we're not talking about it. I'm not going to go way off the deep end, but I have some things to say. That's where it's funny. That's where it's most.
We have a minor watching the show.
Who?
Kirsten.
Who's the minor?
Kristen Strickland.
No, that's not a minor. That's my sister-in-law.
Oh, I thought it was.
Katie is her.
Katie.
Yeah, okay. And Katie is going into her senior or junior year. She's seen and heard all the things.
Why does it be gross though?
Because it's funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, from your end, if you woke up with your brain and all of a sudden you have male body parts, what do you do?
Well, I get in a fight.
I
go fight somebody because I want to see how strong I am.
That's what Lisa said. That's what Lisa said.
I'd find I'd let somebody bump me and
that's what Lisa said.
Like, what?
Why?
Because as a man, like y'all strong.
Okay.
You know, like I want somebody to try me. I'm gonna
Right.
go to
Today
Walmart.
is my day.
Today is the day, baby. I go find me an ex. I go find me an ex real quick. Go knock somebody out.
And what should happen is it's still your voice. So you pull up as a dude, but you're like, remember that time, son? And it's still you, and the person's like, what the?
Yes.
Like, okay, go ahead.
Also, if I would hope that I have a connecting beard, because I'd be like this all day.
Right.
I would sit somewhere.
Okay.
Like this all day.
Yeah.
And then I would eat.
Why eat?
Because y'all are bottomless pits.
Okay.
Y'all, literally, I will make Ishmael a pan of lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes two. And it is gone within a day. And I'm talking big pans. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I would eat like ain't nobody's business. And then
Brontosauruses eat a whole lot. For obvious reasons, but go ahead. I ain't come to say it, but go ahead.
I can't.
You can.
You make it so.
Yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then I would go to a bar and see how many girls I could pick up, like how attractive I am as a guy.
Okay. Cool.
Like I would try to see my smoothness. Like, could I keep the feminine personality? Can I man up and be like, you know, could I do it? And then what kind of girls would I like? That's the thing. Like I wouldn't know what kind of girls that I like. I mean, I would like a girl like me.
Mm-hmm.
So could I pick up a girl like me? Do I have that type of swag? I would want to see what kind of swag. And I'd go shopping.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead with your immature, adolescent, trifling, nasty.
I will be quick so that everyone isn't completely disgusted.
Yep.
I'm going to say two things, and I really mean this, because the first thing, in my opinion, is one of the funniest things in life. I don't care where you are, when it happens, there's nothing funnier than a queef.
Okay. That's
Secondly,
all right.
I'm a dude. We know that dudes are nasty and stupid. We're nasty and we're stupid. We're idiots. I have a friend who works the ER, and there's nothing funnier. Any person who works in the ER, be it the nurse, the assistant, the doctor, they will all tell you countless stories of stupid men sticking things in their nether regions that don't belong there. And you know what? This is my one chance. I have something that is supposed to have things put in there, and I'm going to try to put different things in there just to see. And I'm done. That fits.
And this is why.
That doesn't fit.
This is why.
This fits. Ooh.
Oh. So,
Ooh.
now you know what Nadj N Jea would do if they were the opposite sex.
I'd still be a stupid
Classy
man.
versus trashy. Okay. Last but not least, stop, Jay. God. Our favorite segment, Florida Man. What's going on in Florida?
I haven't heard this headline. She always keeps these headlines from my attention until the very end. So.
I love the headline. Homeless Florida man takes stolen construction equipment on joyride, leaving a path of destruction.
That's something I would do. That's something I would do. If I didn't have any concern about life, that's something I would do.
He stole the heavy machinery from a construction site and
He
drove
used
it.
Construction to create destruction. You understand? Put that together in your mind, my brother.
Because of the dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
He drove it 2.5 miles down the beach, and he ran over 2 fire hydrants.
We had us a time tonight. Had us a time tonight.
I I cannot.
I hope alcohol was involved if you're going to do that.
I don't know, but
like have some fun with it. You know?
All I can see is this toothless man with a baldy in the middle,
smiling
like this on the damn construction thing.
This is my moment, and I'm going to give every last bit. And did he
what
know?
I got to lose?
Did he know that the equipment was going to actually start? Because he could have been like,
he could have been in the bushes all day
and
waiting.
like push the button. Oh, it started. Oh my gosh, it's running.
Man,
well,
he took that thing out. I'm surprised he ain't had none of his homies in there with him.
Listen, if
I would have scooped my homies up, them in their tents.
I'm going as far as I can with this. I'm taking this as far as I can. I'm calling everybody up. I'm getting everybody on board.
Call you homeless.
Listen, I know where my friends are. I'm going to find them.
I'm gonna pull up at every under the bridge community.
Listen, tonight is our night, guys. And they can't get us all. You know how the biker boys get us? Like it's a swarm of 200,000, 200 bikes going down the road, and the cops can only get one of us. Everybody get the equipment. Only a couple of us are going to get caught. Let's go. It's going to be epic.
Tonight is our night. Tonight we ride out.
Sparta.
And that
I'm pulling up with sunglasses, like guys. I told you we was going to have our night, and this is it.
That is our Florida Man segment for today.
And I'm spent completely now.
Oh my God. Well, we had a time today. We had a time.
Is that it? Oh no, it's not it.
Please, if you love us, we really need your assistance. We need you to go to our YouTube channel, Nadj N Jea, and subscribe. We need 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube and expand this mess.
Yeah, I can't figure out where the sort of disconnect is, and we're not offended, but like, we have, well over 1,000, which isn't huge, on Facebook. A reasonable amount for starting.
I think it's just easier because we're already on Facebook, and it just goes.
So if you are on YouTube, and I'm sure you guys go there from time to time, I'm on there probably a lot more than maybe the average person. But please like the page.
Yes, go on and subscribe. Once we get to 50, then we can start streaming live on YouTube and really expanding our brand. So you can go, we have like 25 now, I think 24. Mm-hmm. So we're only halfway there. So if you can go subscribe, like, share, and let everybody know, hey, go follow Nadj N Jea. Help us grow. Yeah,
it's a necessary part of what we do. You know what I mean? And we've spent a lot of time over the past year and a half building up, more than a year and a half now, but building up Facebook and kind of getting our names out in the local community, but we have to build a bigger presence on other platforms. Right. So, we're kind of hitting that mode where we need to grind that out. Yeah. So please help us if you like us.
Yeah. So we love you guys for watching. If you want to send us an email about your event, you want to send somebody some flowers, you want to ask us some questions or, get some advice, we're here. Whatever you want to talk to us about, you can message us on Facebook and Instagram, but best way to reach us is najdjshow@gmail.com. NADJ, the letter N, JEA, SHOW@gmail.com. Again, we love you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Oh my God. Why are you so extra when you end? It doesn't make sense. It's like...